What's good everyone, zuukle here, back again with another video. In today's video we are going over the Tempest Frost Hell mode build and how to progress it. These were my starting stats. You don't have to do it, but this is how I progressed it and how I was able to get every card I needed. So I did go with Vesperian, I did go with Ardor for Murmur, and for Bell you can go with something like Crazy Slots or Wind Up or Sacred Field. Anything works, it doesn't matter, it's all entirely preference, but I think you should go with Crazy Slots if you want to do more damage. For Oaths, this is all entirely preference, right? So you can go Blind Seer, you can go Dawnwalker, and you have the option to go Start Kindred. If you are doing a lot of layer 2s, I suggest going Start Kindred just for the leaps. Extra mobility doesn't hurt anybody, it has nice mantras. But for the purpose of my build, I did go Dawnwalker because I need Dawnwalker mantras to solo these hell modes. But for you, I suggest going Start Kindred. Deep down, like always, Black Diver. I went Black Diver for one thing only, and that was for Ice Skates. You can go Ignition Deep Delver if you need to, but for now I went Black Diver. You will start off with something like this. You got your 10 points into Frost, you have like 8 points into Fortitude, and then 9 into Willpower. And that's how the build's gonna start off at level 1 with 50 Fortitude off the bat, because you're gonna need a mantra called Reinforce, and you're gonna need some talent cards called Grant Support. From there, go immediately to 75 Frost Draw, because you will be needing some cards. So the cards you're gonna need for this specific build will be actually a mantra. You need to grab your Ice Skates as soon as possible. Grab your Frost Swifts if you want to, it's not really necessary. You will need your Warden's Blade, Ice Lance, Ice Cubes, Ice Fisher. Grab your Sinister Halo, grab your Glacial Arc, and your Reinforce. This is how your build's gonna be. Like I said, you don't need your Frost Wisp, you can always get rid of it and replace it with your Reinforce, because I use Reinforce a lot. From there, you will go and uncap your Frost Draw so you can get 10 extra HP. You don't need to go up to 80. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, you will need a specific card. It's called Frozone. You are no longer required to be over water to use Ice Skates. That's the whole purpose of this build. 50 into Willpower, 90 into Fortitude, 80 into Willpower, 100 into Frost Draw, 100 into Willpower. The build will look like this. You will be level 17, but do not worry. Put 1 point into Strength, 1 point into Heavy. This is where things get a little tricky. So when you do Shrine of Order, your stats gonna look like this on paper, but for me, they did not. What I ended up with was 45 into Strength, 37 points into Frost Draw. That's how I ended up with. To be honest, it gave me extra points to put into Heavy. So before you do that though, 5 points into Intel for Nullifying Clarity, and throw the rest of the points into Heavy. Boom, you have the perfect build for layer 2s and hell mode, or overall PVE content. And then these are the talent cards you're gonna need. You're gonna want your Reinforce, your Brick Wall, Fireman's Claw, Carnivore. I did grab it, you don't need to. Block breaking an enemy applies knockdown. It works on NPCs, by the way. Grab your Defiance, grab your Grant Support. I did not go Ice Beam, but if you want Ice Beam, go ahead, grab your Proceeding Chill. Exoskeleton to the finish. Did grab these. I grabbed my Frozen Legs, I grabbed my St. J, I grabbed Lose Your Mind, Piercing Will. But the reason why I started stacking a lot of Frost Draw talents is because it gives you one thing in mind: Elemental Intensity. I stacked a lot of Elemental Intensity so I can be able to Prosper Break mobs with just one hit, or with level 2 mantras. Grab your Thresher Claws, your Warrior's Respite, your Loot Skipper, Impervious Slumber, Bulldozer, Blood Iron Spirit, Scuba Drowner. You don't need to, but if you're gonna get into a lot of fights, Showstopper is really nice. Grab your Elemental Rebound, Neuroplasticity, Grand Feast, Giant Slayer, Underdog, Heavy Hitter, Chilling Flourish, Cool Head. Grab your Fragile Freeze, grab your Cryostasis, grab your Rude Awakening, Last Resort, Duelist Dance. The reason why you want to grab your Duelist Dance is because it gives you 1 posture and 4 carry load. Charge Return, No Flying Clarity, Glacial Finish. Grab your Glacial Ice, grab your Cold Front, grab your Orbital Ice. Do not go Crystallization on this build. Grab your Bottom Freeze, Cryoness, Frostbite, Uproar, Old Habits Die Hard, Breathing Exercise, Disbelief. If you are not deep bound, grab your Conquer Your Fears, but if you are, you don't need it. Ether Kit, Health Pack, Shared Misery, Armor Conserver, Berserker, Ardor Scream, Steel Scales, Unwavering Resolve, Turtle Shell, Unfazed. And if you are not using an Evan Spear, make sure you grab this card, Brutal Momentum. Successfully dodging will give you hyper armor on your next swing. Very important if you're using a hammer. To end this build, grab your one-handed training. But yeah, don't forget your Heretic Sutra. For your mantras, we already went over those earlier in this video. For your weapon of choice will be the Evan Spear. So you will be doing about 44.2, which is actually very accurate because I do not have any start on my Evan Spear right now, and I'm doing exactly 44.2. For choice of enchant, you can go Chilling to do extra damage. And that's going to be the build, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.